and you had mentioned your father because he was in the war, but you also mentioned that you were inspired by the Black Panther Party. And that was why you started wearing or became known for wearing the militant gear, correct?
That's correct. Well, when we were young, I'm a 60s baby. I was born in 1963. And there was a lot of conscientious things happening during that time. But for a young child like myself, one of the things that really, really stuck out was the Black Panther Party. And the reason why they stuck out to us is because they were always being mentioned, and they always seemed to be the people that was on the front line fighting for us. And I had family members actually who were Panthers. And from a young child, I wanted to be a Panther. And so that was something that I wanted, as well as a lot of other young men that were growing up with us before, the contaminations within our community got hold of us.
Yeah, see, like I was just saying, because even like in doing all of my research and all the story that people, threw at me about King Tut when I was doing the first Mafia Material episode, it is not actually surprising at all. If you would have told me that he had family members in the Panthers, I won't say I would be like totally surprised, but it would definitely be like you learn something new every day type, moment. Like, let me give y'all a little insight into the New York state of mind, you know what I'm saying, back in those days. So, I would kind of be considered the era after Tut, because by the time he went away, I was just jumping off the porch or the stoop, rather, running around the street trying to get some money, And, it was a very militant time, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dudes were really militant and shit. There was still like a sense of black pride or whatever. It's almost like how Nas's character in Sincere and Belly described it. Like, when he said we all had knowledge of self, but we were still acting like fucking idiots. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty much it. So when y'all see those pictures of New York cats wearing them army fatigue, just understand that there was a mindset that went along with that look. But let's keep mobbing with the content.
Okay.
It's actually concerning the Tupac Shakur investigation, because we felt that you got to understand something. Panthers are individuals who have been through a lot in this country. And they know that sometimes when something happens, it's not always what you think it is or what you think you see. That there could be other hands that's behind things. So we came together on that Tupac investigation, and we actually started doing our homework and was accumulating different types of evidence so that we could compare different things in order to figure this thing out.
Well, definitely ain't no lie there about the Panthers going through a lot in this country. I mean, all you gotta do is Google COINTELPRO or look up Fred Hampton shit. Look up how Huey Newton died and how his life was the year leading up to his death. And then look up Gary Webb's series in the San Jose Mercury, whatever, called The Dark Alliance, which kind of tied into the whole Freeway Ricky situation. But as far as there being a conspiracy about the death of Tupac, I just never really seen it, bro. And it's probably why there's not much to be said from the investigation that they did while they was locked up. You know what I'm saying? Because Tupac essentially died trying to be a mob pop. Like, Baby Lane caught a death row affiliate lacking, took a chain. You know what I'm saying? When dude got robbed, when the dude who got robbed seen Baby Lane in Vegas with the South Side, you know what I'm saying, or at least by himself, he informed Death Row, and basically before everybody could mount up, Pac just jumped the gun, and you know, you pretty much know how that shit ended. But what's interesting about that is that there's a documentary also called Bastards of the Party, and that shit talks about how like the Bloods and the Crips was like birthed from the systematic genocide of the Black Panthers. You know what I'm saying? And here you have Tupac, who described as one of the fruits of the Black Panther Party or whatever, and he gets caught up in a beef between two gangs that can actually tie some of their lineage back to the revolutionary movement.